Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break, or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Happy Friday. This weekend, I'm just going to be watching, I'm going hiking tomorrow and on Sunday, but I'm going to be getting a lot of Righteous Gemstones.
Mm-hmm.
I got to watch a lot of Righteous Gemstones. I didn't watch any last night, so I'm gonna watch a whole bunch. That's my new favorite show.
Can I stop you there?
What?
I know you're talking about Righteous Gemstones and you want to talk about Righteous Gemstones, but like, you should go early. I'm gonna mom you right now.
Oh, you're talking about hiking?
Yes,
I'll do that early. Yeah,
it's
gonna be hot.
90
So
degrees this weekend.
yeah, I'd rather do that early than watch TV early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Like watching TV super early.
But like, I feel like you're the type of guy you like a late morning.
Sometimes.
I think you should roll out early.
Not lately.
Beat the crowd.
Head out about noon, 4 ounces of water, all a guy really needs.
Have a quick sip before we leave
4
the car.
ounces of water, some flip-flops, it's a hike.
What's the big deal?
Yeah, but it will be 91, but it probably won't be 91 till a little later in the afternoon.
That's
so
true.
Yeah,
if he gets going anytime,
that's a good idea.
By noon, he's all right.
I got a couple of spots in the gorge. The gorge I'm going to this weekend. I love that gorge, man.
It's beautiful.
It's a way to get out
place.
there.
Very sexy.
It is nice. All right, 866-445-1059 is the phone number. I found this on Facebook the other day. We were talking about it on the Donkey Show podcast a little yesterday. But this is from Greg on The Good Book.
Okay.
Greg says, this is more of a social survey than anything. While mapping out plans for this weekend, my girlfriend and I talked about going to a pool party. One of the friends we were with chimed in and with jokes about how much pee was in the pool. When I asked him if he peed in swimming pools, he said, quote, "Hell yeah, everyone does." For the record, I don't, and my girlfriend claims she doesn't either. Now we're having second thoughts about going to this pool party. How many pool peers are really out there?
Mm-hmm.
So we started talking about it, and we were asking the question, are you a pool peer? Are you someone who still does it in your adulthood? Or is it something that you just did as a kid? Or is it, what's the deal with peeing in the pool?
What's
is
the
it a big
deal with peeing in the pool?
866-445-1059. Beefwater, you weren't here during the Donk podcast yesterday.
No.
What are your thoughts on this whole thing? Are you a
peeing
pool
in
peer?
pools? I am personally not a pool peer.
It's funny because you look like a pool peer, but I believe it.
It does look
obviously.
like you would. Yeah.
This is something I think about when I'm in like Vegas and I see like when the pool's packed and you got that like oil slick on top of
Guaranteed.
like sunscreen.
There's at least half a dozen or more.
I don't know if I want to get in that. But if you're in like a pool with 5 other people and somebody pees in there, does it really matter?
I'm not sure that it does with with a lot of chlorine.
There's
You got
so
the
much
chlorine,
chlorine.
and you got gallons and gallons of water to dilute it. So I don't know. Like, it's gross for sure, but I don't know. Like,
I did
if
tell
it
this
would bother you.
story yesterday in the pod. I said this when I was a kid. I went to a public pool in Texas, and I was playing in the big kids pool. The adult pool that everyone was in.
Yeah.
But there was a bunch of family members there, so I with some cousins jumped in the kiddie pool for a second, and I remember I submerged my head underwater, and when I just tasted all that pee, and thinking about it makes me want to gag because I remember I could taste it was just all pee water.
Ew.
Yeah.
In that kiddie pool.
Because that kiddie pool doesn't have the luxury of the mass gallons.
And filtration. I mean, all of it.
There was
you got
nothing
lucky.
like
It's
that.
a stagnant puddle.
So what say you? Are you someone who pees in the pool? Do you think it's a big deal, or is it not a big deal and you just let it go? 866-445-1059. You can shoot us a text message on our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line at 98197. Drew, you were talking about it yesterday. You're not a pool peer either.
By rule, I'm not. Now, and I said this on the podcast too, but it is a circumstance thing. So, like, say you're in a party place, Las Vegas, Cabo, wherever. Cabo's a little different because they clean like crazy. But in a party pool, if you go to the bathroom the first time, you go in there and you're like, oh my God, there's vomit in the urinal, or there's dirty water all the way through the place, and you're just getting more gross in there. You're more apt after another 5 drinks in the pool and 2 hours later to just let her ride.
Like if you're in the lazy river at the MGM Grand.
I have definitely peed in the lazy river at the MGM Grand because you spend the entire day out there drinking and walking.
Yeah.
You're just walking in a circle and you're walking away from
And
the incident.
You think to yourself, you're like, nobody's ever going to know. I keep moving. No one's ever going to know.
And the lazy river's like, it's a river. So it is flowing away.
Again, I
That's
go
true.
Based on volume and the chlorination of the pool. I think it's a null and void situation.
But
So you're
But I
not
do
going in
feel
there?
like- but
no, I think it. I don't think it
It
affects
dilutes
anything.
the actual
Yeah.
urine.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I think you're throwing it down a well.
But
I
if
think
the bathroom,
if everybody is doing that though, like if everybody has that mentality and everyone in the lazy river is leaving a trail of weed
And I'd be
behind
willing-
them,
I'd be willing to bet-
that's gross.
I'd be willing
It
to
is
bet that
gross.
more, the majority, if not, I would say half, if not more, are
Yeah.
peeing in the pool at the MGM Grand.
I would guess too. And if it was the other way around, you're at a pool and the bathroom's immaculate and I just have to stand up and walk over there, of course I'm going to use it.
Yeah.
But it's about convenience and is why most of us ever do just concentrate and release.
Laura, you like to paddleboard a lot. When you're out there and you get in the water, do you just? I mean, I guess you're in a river; it's not a big deal. But are you a pool peer?
I'm not a pool peer. Not. I mean, I honestly can't tell you the last time that I was in a swimming pool though. I will pee in like a river or an ocean, but like you said, that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I
Screw
really.
these fish! I'm peeing in their house.
It's fair
well,
game to
they
pee in a
pee in
lake.
it. They
Yeah.
pee in it. All the animals are peeing in it.
They're
so I'm
dusting
onto
it
too.
constantly.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Deer
know about a
pooping in
pool.
it.
I guess I'm on the same team as Drew, where it's like it depends on the situation. Desperate times, I'll pee in a pool. Probably.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to the phones here. Is this Rodney?
Hello?
Rodney,
How are you?
are you a pool peer?
Oh, not at all. No, I'm a germaphobe big time.
So would
this
you
is
even
so
would
gross.
you
Yeah,
even
well-
get in the lazy river at the MGM?
I will add one thing though. There are, I mean, if you go to like Guam or something, there are bacteria that can swim up into you. It doesn't matter how many gallons of water in between. So if somebody in Vegas is from, just been in the river in Burma or something and contracted some bacteria, and then they could actually transmit it.
It can go
And,
up your
I mean,
your peace
oh yeah,
peace
Well, I
log.
mean, you
Yeah.
can
I
say
mean,
that
you
about
said
anybody.
Any waterway, and
yeah.
whether you're actually
Right, yeah.
actively peeing or not, it could swim there anyway.
This type of segment's going to never get me in a public pool again. I
Like
mean,
that's it.
Yeah.
That's
it.
gross.
I'm on the chair on the
I mean,
side.
there are cases like that. There are cases.
going to wrap my pelvis in cellophane before I hop in the pool.
It's probably a good idea. Better safe than sorry.
Thanks, Rodney.
Exactly.
Appreciate it. We have
Yeah.
text messages coming in on the McLaughlin Chevrolet text line. This one says, "Who's peeing in hot tubs?" We talked about this yesterday on the donk.
Yeah, it's not a good idea at all. I actually had a hot tub at my house as a kid that was no more after a kid peed in it, and then the lid got closed, and then you tried to fix the chemicals, but you didn't realize that dehydrated little kid went ahead and
Yeah.
wrecked everything. We actually removed the hot tub over the incident.
Wow. And that kid's never been seen since.
Yeah, he was never allowed to actually, well, the hot tub was done, but he wouldn't have if we ever got a new one.
8156 said, I don't just pee in the pool, I poop in it too.
No, you don't.
Yeah, that's a party foul.
Let's check the iHeartRadio talkback messages.
I grew up in the 70s. We were told that if you pee in the pool, that the pee will turn blue. So, no. There is no peeing in a pool ever, ever, ever.
Now, we found out, that's actually like a myth that they just told us when we were kids.
Yeah, but I feel like it was, it's one of the most, because yesterday
works.
Tanner was like, is this true?
Yeah.
So it's a lie that people still to this day believe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that I heard that it wasn't real. I just had forgotten. And for years, though, I mean, that was just a recent thing.
No, me too.
Because for years, I'm pretty sure I thought that was true.
Yeah,
Some
I
lies
thought
are for good. And that is one of them. Like it was to try and keep every kid from just doing it.
More talkbacks coming in through the iHeart app.
Ahoy, hoy. Happy Friday, Brew Crew.
Ahoy, hoy.
I am not a pool peer. I think that's a childish thing to do. The only time it's acceptable is when you're a busty redhead, and I'll see it as a mating ritual.
Oh, my God.
Bing bong.
Bing, 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 bing. 866-445-1059. What say you about peeing in pools? It's going to be hot this weekend, man. 90-something degrees, so if you got one, I'm sure you're going to take a dip in it. If it's clean.
I'm putting a poll on Instagram, by the way.
All right, yeah. Follow us on the gram. Do you pee in the pool or no? We're at 1059 The Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
And now, Bruce Sports. Here's Drew.
Well, for how deprived we were of sports for a couple of days, it has flipped it on its head with Game 1 of the NHL Stanley Cup Finals, and then last night. You had the NBA Finals, Game 1. It looked like it was all in the books. The place was bonkers in Oklahoma City. A huge lead throughout the night to where it just felt comfortable. If you had OKC, especially on the money line, you didn't sweat for a minute. You didn't sweat until the final seconds, actually, because down one, Tyrese Halliburton, who's been one of the hottest hands in the league all postseason, got one last chance to silence the crowd.
Final seconds, no fouls to give. Halliburton looking. Halliburton driving, pulls up, jump shot. It's good! It's good! With 0.3 of a second remaining. Timeout, OKC. Tyrese Halliburton does it again.
So, Laura, you said you were in a bar when that happened. Was there people stunned to see that?
Yeah, so I was kind of watching it, not really paying too much attention. And then I moved outside. I saw that they were down. The Pacers were down quite a bit, so I went outside. And at the very end, all you hear is the bar just absolutely erupting.
I love that.
And I peek my head inside, and they just hit that three. I'm like, damn, what just happened there?
Hopefully more action like that coming up this weekend on Saturday. But this evening, you've got the Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals as the Panthers and Oilers go out at puck drops on TNT at 5 o'clock. Should be a good one. There's the sports.
Thank you much. All right, saw this on Facebook the other day. This guy was saying that he's excited to go to this pool party, but heard that this dude, that is one of his friends, always pees in the pool. Mm-hmm. He's like, dude, everyone pees in the pool. Everyone pees. Mm-hmm. And so now he's considering not going to this pool party because he's like, that's gross. I don't pee in the pool. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So the question is, since it's going to be so damn hot this weekend, are you a pool peer? Is it a big deal with the chlorine, or do you think it's gross? Your calls after Imagine Dragons. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura on The Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes.
All right. Does everyone pee in a pool when they go swimming? Because this guy says that everyone does, and now his buddy doesn't want to go to a pool party because he's like, ugh.
Yeah.
98197 is our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line. You can also send us a talkback message through our iHeartRadio app. Are you a pool peer?
Morning, Brew Crew. Yeah, I know you guys are saying that's a myth about the pool water turning blue when you pee in it, but I tell you what, after a couple of those blue drinks at the Luxor pool, I peed in the water there, and it started turning all blue around me, and I got so embarrassed. I was like, I got to get out of here.
The Luxor.
The Luxor. It's my favorite.
I think, it's when you know when the drink is not good for your body. When you're peeing out blue.
When your kidney can't filter the blue, it's probably trouble.
That would be embarrassing, though. Just like, oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Slowly float away.
He's like, I don't know what's happening here.
I dyed my bladder.
Morning, Brew Crew. I personally quit peeing in the pool when I was a little kid, but I happen to go to an athletic club where I'm pretty sure those old folks, as soon as they hit the water, are just discharging it all out there.
Oh,
but once again, parts per million, man. Parts per million, chlorine, etc.
That's how you get it. Oh, he's allergic to
Bless
old
you.
people's
Oh, here we go. One more.
incontinence.
Okay, another one.
Every time I think about an old man peeing in a pool, my sneezing goes off.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm allergic to chlorine. Can't even think.
But yeah, I have always trusted in the art of the chlorine / what he calls the parts per million. It's a lot of water.
But I also feel like when you are at a friend's swimming pool, like if you're in a pool with a million strangers, sure. Like I guess maybe that's different than being at your buddy's pool and just be like, hey, I just peed in your pool. I feel like that's just like a respect thing.
Yeah, I'd be frustrated if someone peed in my pool.
Yeah, I was just going to use Tanner as an example. If he had a pool, I would not pee in it. If you guys had a pool, I would not pee in it. If you're directly affecting somebody,
now I can pee in my own pool.
You could. I wouldn't pee in my own pool. But it's because there's a team working on one at a giant place. Like, you're a one-man army.
I'd be like, I pay a guy. I'm going right here.
Now, if you got a guy, then you get it.
Text message comes to us from 9414. It says, can we just skip Imagine Dragons and goes directly to the segment? That's what they wanted. This text from 1880 says, I won't even dip my toe into a pool. They're disgusting. A public pool. Heck no, I won't even go there.
And then there are those people who are just like, that's nasty, not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm looking for ringworm before the summer's out.
I always find a little because my son loves to go swimming. So we have definitely partook in the public pool. But I like when you walk into the place and your eyes start burning and you're like, we're in safe harbor here. There's nothing can survive in this water.
Mm-hmm. This text from 3049 says, only out of desperation will I shamelessly pee in a pool. If you say you won't or wouldn't, you're lying to yourself. Ha, ha, ha.
That's like saying you don't pee in the shower.
Well,
yeah,
we've all
in a pinch.
We've all peed in the river or a lake at some point in time.
Yeah, but that's
I assume.
different.
Yeah, I get that it's different. I'm just saying, in those circumstances, I have my brain does not want to allow me to do that.
Bro,
I have a real.
I think it's everybody.
We were talking about this on the Donkey Show podcast yesterday. I went on the Columbia River last summer with some friends, and we were out on the boat, and I had to pee. I didn't know these people, so I didn't want to just stand on the side of the boat and pee. So I jumped in the water, and it took me like 5 minutes to relax, to allow myself to do it.
Yeah, it's a full, you got to talk yourself into it all.
Because you can just almost close your eyes. Like, I had to close my eyes and go somewhere else because I'm clothed. I got a boat's exhaust in my face. You know what I mean? It's not a good place.
But my brain is just like, this isn't the place. You got pants on right now. And I'm like, hey, for this time, it's okay.
I wonder if your body goes into a survival / it's confused that you're doing something wrong. Yeah. Like, not only are your shorts on, but you're submerged in water. It's like your body isn't made to be underwater. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's like, you pee later.
This text says, I refuse, and I mean refuse to go into any public pools. The only place I'll go is the ocean or the river, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
And, you're not a bad guy for doing it the right way. It's just there are circumstances where we've bent the rules.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When you're at the MGM and you realize, man, the bathroom's like
So far.
3 minutes from here.
I keep drinking yards of drink.
We got some talkbacks coming in through our iHeartRadio app. Download it for your cell phone. Once you have the Brew streaming, press the microphone button.
Peeing in the pool. God, no, never. But I'll push out a nug and play the Baby Ruth candy bar game.
Stop. What have we become?
I just like watching them drain the pool.
Watch everybody run for their lives.
Another talkback.
So I don't pee in the pool. I think it's pretty gross. I do remember going to Clackamas Aquatic Park a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And there was a couple times where I swallowed just like mouthfuls of water just by accident. You know, I would like go under and not realize. And, some mouthfuls were a little saltier than others.
Oh,
and,
gross.
Just grosses me out.
Yep.
You know? So yeah, I don't pee in the pool. That's disgusting.
He's still bummed about that because I've been to that wave pool and you're just catching loads of water in the mouth.
July 27th, 1998.
I'll never forget it.
So gross.
When I was a kid, I'd go to those parks. I'd go to a wave pool. I'd go to a public pool. And man, I was just peeing in those things left and right. As an adult, I don't do it as much, but as a kid, man, I was just letting it go.
Would you ever just like let out like a little pee first to see if it was going to be like bright yellow?
Yeah,
because like you
that
can
kind of hurts
see
for
it.
guys. Once you go a little bit,
Yeah,
it's
you
hard
gotta
to
like and like same. It's hard to stop it once you start. But if you just like squeeze out a little bit just to like see if
how
like,
yellow, how dirty is it?
Yeah, if other people are going to be able to tell, and then you go the rest
it's like
of the way.
Earl Grey tea.
Let's go to Syrian Steve. What up, Syrian Steve? I bet you're a pool peer.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Growing up on the East Coast, there's a ton of pools we used to go to. But like that lady said earlier, they always told us there's a dye in the pool. If you pee, it'll show.
Yeah, but it's not true. It's a wives' tale.
It is, yes. We didn't know that. We're a lot younger. So when I moved to Oregon, and then we went to Canada, the warm pool, yeah, bro, I let it loose all the time.
Yeah, it's harder to control in the heat.
Wow.
Tell you why, man. Honestly, like their locker rooms and bathrooms are freaking disgusting.
Yeah, that's the reason Drew will pee in the MGM pool.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like you can catch something because that place is like it smells so bad and it's like the wet floors and stuff. Although you have flip flops on and stuff, but yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, a soaked bathroom, it makes you want to vomit.
And your foot's coming off the flop left to right, so like it's touching ground, and it's just like, bacteria,
See,
bacteria.
that's why I just raw dog it, flat
Oh,
foot.
you're a monster.
Jumping
Just
it all up in the
God.
puddles.
Flintstone style.
You're
Yeah.
a monster.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going prehistoric. Get me in there.
All right, Steve, thanks. Appreciate you, bro. We have more text messages coming in. This one says, when I was a kid, I would be outside the pool or hot tub at my aunt's, but never as an adult. So I guess they wouldn't.
I grew up, dude.
Look, when you're a
Try
kid,
it.
when you're a kid, you just don't want to take the time to leave. Like you're having a good time. Like you don't want to take the time to walk over to the bathroom.
You don't want to miss
come back.
something.
Exactly.
And if you get out, your mom might make you like have a snack or eat a carrot or something. I'm not getting out.
Yeah, you don't want your mom to see you to remind her that you exist.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Takes you out of the pool.
Yeah.
She's busy.
More talkbacks coming into our app.
Always works. Solution to pollution is dilution. The pool is so big and your pee is so small, no one will know.
And that was your argument, Case.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
But if, like I said earlier, if everyone has that mentality, it's not just a little pee anymore. It's a lot of pee.
But it's still not a lot. It's like the amount it would take. Like, think about if the pool is empty and we're like, okay, all day, we're going to pee in this pool. It wouldn't be a puddle.
Tell you that kiddie pool that
Yeah, that was different.
That was next
you
level.
You probably had a liquefied Duke or two in there.
I don't know about that. I just remember it looking like Lipton iced tea. Just really gnarly. We got more talk back.
Yeah, the comments for the gentleman with the payday thing. It is not easy to poop in water if you ever have submerged in water. Just doesn't work the same.
I've never pooped in water.
I have not either. That sound. I mean, and there's so much that could go wrong.
It just seems like it would you do it and go right up your back.
I would get out of the water. I mean, if you're in the ocean, I guess, but I feel like my body wouldn't poop if I was treading water for my life.
But I mean, people do it. Like, we've all been, I mean, at least I would assume we've all had this experience as children where everyone has to get out of the pool because somebody dropped a deuce and they got to drain the pool now.
But that's
or
probably
like
not
clean it out.
voluntary.
Yeah, here's what I do. I go to the deep end. You go to the deep end and you just...
You play rings, quote unquote.
Exactly. You just kind of hang out and freeze there. Play dead.
I see.
That's a good way to get caught. Beef water, you're all by yourself. What are you doing?
Nothing. You guys stay over there.
Stay over there.
Stay over there.
It's like when a toddler goes and hides behind the couch, right? Like,
More talkbacks coming in through our iHeartRadio app. Send us one anytime.
Hey, what's up, Brew Crew? It's your boy Rudy calling in from iHeartRadio all the way from Minnesota. Gang, gang.
Gang, gang.
And I just want to say, Drew, Laura, and I can't remember what you said, Tanner, but y'all are nasty. Anyone else who pees in the pool or any public water for any reason, I don't care what your excuse is unless it's a true, sincere accident, you're nasty, dog. Love y'all.
Dog. You nasty.
Well, that's one man's opinion.
If we were all taking a test on what the appropriate thing to do is, you check
would
the
say
walk into
not
the
do
bathroom.
Yeah, obviously you shouldn't, but we're human beings.
Yeah,
and
just-
human beings are gross.
I'm not going to sit and lie to you all morning about that I have a perfect record because I don't.
I just thought about something in the dilution conversation.
Yeah.
Remember a couple years ago when somebody peed in the water reservoir and they
I do remember
they
that.
drained it. though.
Yes.
I mean, did you really need to do that though?
This is what
Well,
I'm
and
saying.
I didn't understand that whole thing either because I'm sure animals
Yeah, there are dead
pee
birds
in
floating
it.
in that
like,
thing.
I don't.
It
Was that
seems really
necessary?
stupid to
I
do
don't
that.
know.
I think it was just for like the public's
Public
peace
appeal.
of
for
mind.
the sake of
Yeah.
argument.
Yeah. Oh, we drained it, so everyone just shut up.
Stop calling it sewer water.
All right, more of your calls and talkbacks on the way.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Portland's Rock Station, 105.9 The Brew. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Wanted to know if you pee in the pool. It's going to be hot this weekend, 90-some degrees on Sunday, so I'm assuming a lot of people might jump in the water. Now, if it's a river or lake, whatever. Who cares? If you pee in that.
Everything pees in that.
It's a public pool or your friend's pool. Is it okay to pee in it? We read a Facebook message earlier. This guy was like, yeah, everyone pees in the pool. Everybody.
And I think that's probably a little bit of a tall claim, but I think more than you would think.
Let's see. This text from 6525 says, I've peed in a lot of public places, front of banks, front of a McDonald's in New York City, but never have I peed in someone's pool, just public pools. This from 2208 says, I haven't peed in a pool since I was probably a very little kid, but I've partaken in adult activities. Can't recommend it after it caused a UTI.
Yeah, no, you don't be doing that stuff. First of all, water, not a great lubricant. Second of all the chlorine.
So even if you're peeing underwater, pushing out, it's still.
Are you talking about doing it?
Yeah, I think they were doing it.
They were, because they said.
Oh, I see. Adult activities.
Adult
I get it.
Yeah, so they weren't just going old school here; they were in it.
Dude, sex underwater sucks.
Overrated.
It sucks.
But I do feel
let's just
like-
get out and go inside.
I do feel like peeing in a pool though might also cause, I could see how that would cause a UTI or something.
Let me ask Google.
I don't know, but
it's possible.
Can peeing in a pool cause a UTI?
That's how I got mine.
Says yes. Urinating in a swimming pool can increase the risk of developing a urinary tract infection.
Interesting. So that's another
Playing
argument
with fire out there.
Mm-hmm.
Anything can happen when you let loose.
And then you start peeing fire.
Yeah, true.
More talkbacks coming into our iHeartRadio app.
Morning, Brew Crew. Peeing in the pool. South Park did an episode on that. And like Laura said, if everybody does the parts per million thing, it's all going to be pee.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't pee in the pool, Drew. At MGM.
Next time I'm back there, I'll keep all these facts in mind.
No, you're 86, MGM. So
Yeah,
this is going to get
I'm
back to
blacklisted.
MGM. They're
Yeah,
gonna be
as
like,
soon
I'm
as you
sorry,
put your
Drew,
name
you
in.
can't.
Oh, you're the pool peer.
Oh, yeah, that went viral.
You're not allowed
Get
at
out.
any of our properties anymore. That's 8
Yeah.
different hotels in Vegas.
I might, go under an alias if we head back.
Yeah.
Beefwater, it surprises me that you say you don't, because you do strike me as somebody who would do it. Just not care.
Contrary to your opinion of me, I'm not an animal.
All right.
I'm going to say I do not remember a single time peeing in a private pool in my life, though. And I like that statistic, because you haven't done it to a friend.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I haven't. I don't think I
Do it
have
to
a friend
the,
with a pool. So.
The overlords in Vegas, I paid them enough to clean it.
Yeah, all the pools I peed in, I'm pretty sure were
Public.
chlorined up in the public pool, public setting. I have not been to the Clackamas, what is it, the Clackamas Aquatic Park?
I haven't been there.
In 1,000 years.
It's been so long. It's got to have been 25 years since
I
I've
bet
been
it's going to be
in
popping this weekend, though.
Is
you
it
think?
cool?
I bet.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's got slides.
It's like for a kid's birthday party or something, it's a perfect little spot.
It's got waves.
Ooh, waves. I love a little wave.
And a little bit of that pee we talked about.
A little bit of pee water. All right. Speaking of Vegas, we have your chance to go to Las Vegas to see our iHeartRadio Music Festival. The lineup this year is dope. You got The Offspring, Bryan Adams, the Red Rocker, Sammy Hagar himself.
Yep.
Will be there. Who else is going to be there?
John Fogerty.
Yeah, it's got a massive 2-day show. So,
And
the lineup
it's
is
just
big.
Las Vegas, baby.
Yeah, you're going to be in Vegas. We'll send you there for free. You'll get tickets to the show and $1,000 in cash so you can spend it on whatever you want. Maybe a nice dinner. Maybe you want to do a little gambling. Your chance happens right now.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Portland's Rock Station. It's the thing I was working on.
I like it.
It's 105.9 The Brew.
I
Tanner,
like
Drew, and Laura.
I like how during the podcast you're not going to be able to hear that last note, so it's just going to be it's
Yeah,
going to be
it's true.
you going na 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 na
No,
na
no, no,
na
no, no, no,
na
no,
na.
On the podcast, we can't play like our intro beds or the songs, and so if you listen to the podcast, sometimes it will sound a little weird because we're like
Yeah.
singing along to things that you can't hear.
Certain things are gone.
Like these guys are having a stroke. What am I listening to?
Yeah. So anytime it's awkward, we're gonna blame that.
Let's see. You've got another text message from 7448 about peeing in the pool. This one says, I grew up as a driver through college, and when someone left practice to use the bathroom, we knew that they were pooping because we all just peed in the pool. So the only time if you left the pool, it means you got to poop.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I bet in like a water polo game, like there, you don't go, okay, time out, guys.
Yeah.
Bladder.
True.
You probably someone's pulling on your shorts and you're peeing.
Right. All right. Happy Friday. Beefwater, what are you doing this weekend?
A little bit of work, a little bit of play, I guess.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Got to work tomorrow?
I do. It is looking like I have to work tomorrow, but I'm going to try and rally through that as quick as I can and then try and get some yard work done.
All this work, don't you think it's making him a little grumpy?
And then hopefully I'll give myself heat stroke.
Don't you
out
think?
there.
Yeah, you're just going to be
Cutting
hot.
grass.
No, but I think being grumpy is just Beefwater's natural state of being.
I feel like he's been extra grumpy the last month.
I feel like I've been in a very chipper mood.
Oh, you came in here yesterday after a 2-day vacation. Already, you came in hot
because somebody had broken my headphone, and that's offensive.
Sounds like a you problem.
It's offensive to me.
Well,
it's a me problem because it's my property. It wasn't a me problem for whoever threw it down without a care in the world.
Is there a chance that the cleaning people accidentally knocked it off the counter and that you're overreacting?
Listen, I got a bone to pick with the cleaning people, so let's go ahead
Nobody
and give them the
cleans
blame.
in here.
Let's
Yeah,
give
they
them the
do.
blame.
They come and take the trash out.
My garbage
okay.
can gets changed
Yeah,
over.
the trash.
What do you?
but, like,
What's your beef with the cleaning people? They're nice. I see them when I'm here late
They
at night.
frequently
First
leave
of
very
my,
nice.
leave my office unlocked. And I waited a long time.
Well,
to
you
get
had a
that
sign
lock
on
the
it
door.
for like 2 years that said don't
Because
lock
I
it.
didn't have a key, but now I have a key.
Okay, but they
Yeah,
probably
but
just got into the
they're
habit
used
of
to
it.
it.
Well, when they get there, it's locked.
Again,
which
that
should
sounds like
tell
a
them.
you problem. Like it's your fault.
Yeah,
Have
you're-
you tried a new note that says please lock
Please
the door?
lock the door.
It's they lock it. It just doesn't get closed all the way, so you can just go and push it back.
And
open.
that's why you want to burn their jobs to the
I'm
ground.
not burning anybody's jobs.
You're trying
down.
to make pink slips happen.
They don't take the cardboard down, even if you put a note on it.
I think you need to relax.
Well,
The
I mean,
cardboard is a fair
do
thing.
Do I have to remind you of the whole Joey incident? I've got a bone to pick with the cleaning people. First of all,
They let the dog turd for a week.
All they did was report that there was poop on the ground. It was the high. It went up the chain.
These are innocent people just doing their
They're doing their
jobs.
job.
I don't
There's
care.
a dump on the ground, and they told their boss there's poop.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
they are told not to touch the fecal matter.
They don't. Do
All
they
right.
want to be fired for touching your poop?
If you
It's
were a
not my-
janitor,
first of all, it wasn't my poop.
which
Well,
if
we
you
don't
were a
know that.
janitor,
We
you wouldn't
don't
want
know
to touch
that.
it either.
Yeah. Well, listen, that is up to them.
See, this is the grumpy attitude I'm talking about.
That's
You
the
can't just
decision that they need
just
to make.
be like,
Well, I
Honestly,
don't
though,
appreciate
it's
all your
happy-go-lucky.
accusations all the time out of nowhere.
well, I'm looking at it. I'm seeing the grumpiness, and I have to point it out. I have to
Well,
acknowledge
do you
it.
ever think that you might be part of it?
No, you're bringing me down.
If you bring that attitude,
Boy, are we rowing the same canoe?
You're bringing me down.
Are we rowing the same canoe?
Yeah.
Take me to shore if we're in the same canoe, because I'm getting
You
out.
can swim back.
Ahoy,
if you bring this attitude when you work all the way through your Saturday, it's not going to be a great look.
Yeah. You got to relax, because you know I love you,
I'm
and I like it
perfectly
when you're in
relaxed.
here. But this pissy beefwater attitude is starting to annoy me.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about because I feel like I'm just showing up and doing what I normally
That's it
do.
right there. That's
He's
it.
like
You
a
hear it?
Clint Eastwood, dude. You got to look at him like that. He's grizzled.
Yeah, he's weathered.
And this is him.
He's weathered.
And
I'm telling you, you were born in the wrong time. I think you should have been born in the Old
Could have
West.
been a cowboy.
I think, yeah. Like when I play Red Dead Redemption, I swear to God, Arthur Morgan, the main character, is Casey Bay. They are the same people.
Yeah.
Just born in
Well,
different times.
I have no idea who you're talking about, so I assume that's
A
not a good
dusty
thing.
old
Well,
cowboy.
No, he's
he,
awesome.
He died of tuberculosis.
Yeah.
Spoiler
Well,
alert.
spoiler alert for people who haven't played Red Dead.
Little
Whatever.
TB.
Too bad it's been out for a
5
while.
Yeah, that's
Or
true.
more.
It's been out for 7 years.
7 years.
But still, it's
still
only game I ever cried to. And when I play that game, I feel close to you.
Well,
and it bums me out when you come in here pissing.
I'm glad
You're not acting like Arthur.
I'm glad I can bring that out of you.
Like a real cowboy. Do me a favor, just say, "All right, girl, come on."
All right, girl.
That just sounds creepy.
That's what Otter says to his
Get in the
horse.
van.
Come on, boy.
Just get in the van.
No,
Why-
there's no van. It's
It's no
$18.99.
Just get in
Yeah,
the
it's
van.
get in the wagon.
He's talking to Laura there. I got it.
Do you have candy?
Do I have candy?
Yeah.
What kind you like?
In the van. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not
All right,
picky.
you guys have
The
ruined
good
the whole
stuff's in
thing.
the way back.
You've taken it too far. I feel like Laura would be the girl who would be like, "Oh, a stranger in a van with candy."
You got Sour Patch Kids? I'm
yeah,
in.
Laura would be, her feet would be in the air eating candy.
All right, it's 105.9 The Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Portland's Rock Station. 105.9 The Brew. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Getting a lot of text messages in this morning. This one's from 3826. Says, unpopular opinion. Red Dead Redemption is a terrible game.
Them's fighting
That is
words.
definitely an unpopular opinion. This one's from Paige. It says, come on, Beefwater, start planning your next Hoka walk because I'll do it with you.
Oh, I love it. Well, it'll happen.
It's in the planning.
This text from 3673 says, I love Beefwater on the show. Attitude and all. Please do not drive him away. This one says, Beefwater, show us them toes.
Show us. Show us.
It wouldn't be a Friday without this band.
It's funny. Don't drive him away. The first thing Laura says is, show me those toes.
Well, listen, he's not going anywhere. I
don't know what I'm doing.
I want to see those toes badly.
I got a half a mind to grab my keys and leave right now.
You're not going. I would love to see Beefwater's toes. Apparently, he's got some sort of fungus toes. I've never seen them. Drew's seen them. Says they're unsightly.
Let's put the toe talk aside. I'm gonna go see Sesenta tonight. I'm taking my brother.
Hold on, let me turn this off. I'm in the middle of a toe talk right now. So anyway, his toes are gnarly, right? Like, I guess the skin falls off. The what do you say, Drew? They were peeling a little bit.
I did not say that.
They look a lot like Tanner's nose.
That's right. That's right.
I said they looked like wood.
Oh, they could look like wood. Okay.
Yeah, don't put words
But that
in
was a long time ago, so since then they've probably been peeled.
They're probably split like an old mountain.
But I really want to see him. I think he
looks like I put an M80 in an orange.
I think he should get some sort of serum or some sort of ointment for it.
How do you pronounce serum?
Serum. It's good on.
I think you should get some serum for those.
I've been watching a lot of Righteous Gemstones.
It's good down and give him the serum.
On burn cakes.
Well, how do you should I say
serum?
Serum. Yeah. All right. I like syrup, so I think that's why I'm going to go.
And that it's way more delicious.
It's yours.
Serum.
Okay. It's your word to say however you want.
Did you get any of it?
Yeah, I told you I bought everything they had.
No, I hate that you're not honest.
Wow.
Well, do you feel like Drew just dadded you? It's like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Well, I did because I want you to try the serum. If you go, I bought it all, that means I didn't do anything.
I did. I'm waiting for the truck to show up.
You didn't buy any of it, did you?
Yeah.
Just be honest for a second.
Pallets.
Stop with your jokes.
Pallets.
Is that how bad it is?
Yeah, of course it is. It's forever. You can't ever once you. It's like Pringles. Once you start, you can't stop.
That's not true.
It
though.
is true.
We've had people call in and say you can fix your fungus toes.
I get it, but once you have to use it forever.
Well, then but why not get started though?
And we shall.
I mean, it's like you treat it like deodorant.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what you got to do. It's a twice a day forever until I get kidney cancer.
Wait, twice
a day forever?
You put on deodorant twice a day?
I bet you there's research, Drew, that he did not do. I bet you there's some stuff out there that would work, and he's just being stubborn.
It'll clear up, but if you stop using it, then it's going to come back.
But I would choose to use it then.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying it's a forever thing from this point moving
Well, that
forward.
is, see, now we're getting some information.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice to walk to your car without any pain?
I do that now.
No, you don't.
I
No, you
absolutely
don't.
do.
Every time you walk, you
I
hurt.
don't need you to tell me how my feet
I can see it.
I do hear a little.
I can see it.
Dude, that's my back.
Yeah, well,
Anything is
the point
giving me
is you're in
trouble,
pain.
it's my
The back's hurting because your feet are messed up.
It's for sure.
And it causes it's a, it's a
Everybody
domino
knows.
effect.
Everybody knows
it
how
is-
that works.
Yeah, the back pain compensation. I saw that on the website.
Anyway.
Someone says use iodine or Benadine. Benadine, I don't know, maybe I'm saying that wrong. On the toes, they say.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Mentadent.
Yeah, there's no shortage of opinion.
Mentadent.
Just anything. Good
What about
gum.
what about Trident?
Whatever you got.
Just wrap some gum around it.
For sure.
It might look better.
What about like can you just sand them down or file them down?
Yeah.
Do you do that?
Yeah.
Do you do any treatment on your toes?
Yes.
So that's what you do.
think you guys act like I don't groom. It's ridiculous the level that you
But
take
the
it
fact
to.
that you have to groom your tonails is a sign that you
Do
need
you
to get
not
the
groom your
serum.
toenails?
I trim my toenails,
Yeah,
but I don't
so
sit
just
there and
calm
like
down.
I don't sit there and like file them down and have to
Why
like.
don't you file them down?
I don't need to. I don't
I
have
mean,
gross
I
feet.
I don't file them. I just the
I
things
just trim
around
them.
it.
Don't
clip them with your.
Or I clip them.
You don't file your toenails?
I just clip them.
Do you go and get that fancy?
We're due.
Well, yeah, I
fresh
mean,
toenail?
yeah, but of course I do because I have a guy who pays. I
that's-
got a guy who pays for
I
that.
forgot
Beef
about
water.
that.
Well,
I forgot
and-
about. Look, we're not all Rockefellers over here, okay?
There's nothing weird about using the file, but I just never have, and they just round themselves through attack of a counter or whatever. Whatever I touch.
Yeah, all right.
Imagine Beef Water going to get a pedicure.
Oh my god.
They would charge extra
Can we
for
do a
sure.
candid camera?
Please, no! No! No!
He just flip the open sign to close.
No, she just said
Killed
we
the
don't.
light.
She just said we don't do that here. She just started. Just started shaking her head left to right, going like.
We don't have the proper tools.
I'm not here for this. Someone get the DeWalt.
What do you think? This is a magic show?
Make a quick Home Depot run real quick. We got some talkback messages coming in through our iHeartRadio app.
There's a pill you can take for toenail fungus. Quit being noob about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be a noob.
Don't be a noob.
He
Don't be
sounds
noob.
like to check your blood sugar.
That's Justin. Yeah, he says don't be a
Wait, but didn't
noob.
you say there's something about the pill that you don't like, right?
I've
there are
read
some-
about some side effects.
I have read about that as well. I think the
What are the
serum,
side effects for the toe serum?
I don't know about the serum so much. The serum sells itself on not being the pill because the pill can. I have seen some long-term health issues with people who use the pill. I think
That's
the
terrible.
serum. Let's use the
Well, it's
serum.
sounding better all the time.
Well, the serum isn't the pill. You know,
True.
that's why I think that would be the better.
I think the serum that you sent me was more like nature-based.
Someone said try Windex. It works on everything.
Honestly,
Well, whatever one,
409.
That's
whatever one you
true.
choose.
It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Good morning.
Hey, what's up? Why am I getting randomly berated, jeered by some dude on your Cheers and Joe's thing today?
Look, Pew Boy, we don't know. We didn't send the talkback message.
Yeah, he just said that he just wanted to jeer you. That's all.
Yeah, just for funsies.
Someone
Well,
remember.
you're right. I haven't even been on the show forever. Like, what the hell?
Well, just how polarizing you are for some people.
But I mean, doesn't that make you feel good that you've left a lasting impression on people?
A little way, yes, but at the same time, it's annoying. But okay,
Yeah, I think
at least
more
they
of-
think about me. Like, what the hell?
More of column A than anything. He's pretty stoked.
Hey, don't even worry about it. You're the Pew Boy,
That
so
was
you're above it
one-
all. All right.
One
That's
little
right.
jeer shouldn't define your entire life.
Who's the one and only Pew Boy?
That would be me, but this is weird. I'm just randomly on my way to work, and I'm
Say,
getting cheered.
I'm
for
Mr.
no reason.
Pubes. I'm the Pubes. Say it. I'm the Pubes.
I am Pew Boy.
Yes, you are. And I think this is going to spark 25 more jeers.
And of course it is.
All right.
Oh, my boss is calling me. There we go.
Are you on the radio right now?
You're not supposed to be talking to those
What
idiots.
have we told you? Go sit on your stool.
We got more talkbacks
It's,
coming
for,
into
no,
our
it's
app.
probably his boss's wife.
Rob
you
the
know?
welder here. Beefy, show those toes, dude. What are you doing? Give the people what they want.
Yeah.
Show them to me tonight. I'll be at Primus.
Oh,
Trying to score some tickets right now, actually. So, yeah, dump them out. Show those toes.
Dump them toes out. Dump out those toes.
Listen, if you're wanting to go see Primus tonight, like I said, I'm taking my bro out. We're gonna go have a good time. Send me an email. I'll get you in.
And,
that's cool. That's cool.
Beef water at 1059thebrew.com, and that goes for I don't know. I got a handful of tickets
For tonight's Primus show?
I
He's
need
trying to
get
buy
blown
his
out.
way out of this
People
foot
want them.
conversation.
Email me.
What's an email again?
Beefwater at 1059thebrew.com.
And demand to see his
but
toes.
if he gives you those tickets, he's definitely not
You
going to
mentioned
show
my
you
toes
his
in the email. Go ahead and plan something else for tonight.
Every email needs to just have a picture of some gross toes. All right?
Yeah.
Send him an email.
You mentioned the
Beefwater.
toes. Just go get Papa Murphy's and hang out by yourself.
Is it beefwater at 1059thebrew.com?
Yeah.
Just send something about his toes. All right? We want to see those toes. I want to see them so bad. I know somebody said, God, Tanner's toe fetish is really annoying. I don't care.
I agree.
Well, you will find that today's podcast will be titled Dump 'em Out. So
Dump 'em out.
If you
And,
want to
like,
find it, it's
Dump
there.
them out.
The
Hashtag
show-
dump out those toes.
The show tonight, it's called Sasantos?
Santos. That's right.
Santos. That's why. That's the
That's what
only
I
reason I'm
thought.
going. I was asked by Dr. Scholes to make an appearance.
Just think about this. You could parlay this into
There's
a,
no
into
way
an
you'd be an
endorsement.
ambassador for anything foot related.
If he had
If
a
he
serum,
fixes
yeah,
him.
but
if
that's
someone
Listen, I
fixed
got
him,
bills to pay too, Laura.
yeah, I think it would be the ultimate. What better to promote than something that fixed your feet?
Yeah.
And
Right now,
it's either this
does
or
anybody
just
want to see his raptor toes right now? Absolutely
Charge
not.
people to show me.
But
well,
once
I
you
mean,
get those,
yes, what we do though.
well, you get those cured. I would say, how long does it take to cure those things? 6 months? Maybe beef a year.
I would say you'd see some improvement before that, maybe.
yeah,
Let's send the pain away.
Well, you did say his was really bad.
that
so.
whole thing is. I feel like that must be a very individual thing because it's all over the board.
yeah, some things are a little thicker than others.
How long do you think it would take, beef, to cure your toenail fungus?
I have no idea. I think it's a matter of if the stuff actually works or not. There's so much discussion about how everything is just junk. It's true.
Well, I don't know why you just don't try it though.
Well, I'm not saying I'm not, right? I'm not going to not try
But
it. I'm just saying
are you
it's gonna
actively
be,
trying it?
Am I actively trying
Have
it?
you tried
What
it?
kind of question is that after we just discussed that I had not ordered it? Let's not do this, Laura. I'm not in the mood.
But I thought you said you did order a whole bunch of it. but
Yeah,
you just haven't gotten it.
Hasn't gotten here yet. Same thing.
you said you had a
Bold-faced lie.
Yeah,
pallet.
he didn't order anything.
You said you had a pallet of serum at your home.
I said I was waiting for the truck to come.
Okay.
Get the serum.
He didn't order any. He didn't. He's going to just live with these wooden toes the rest of his life. These gross, fungus-riddled toes.
Yeah.
Do you ever give your wife splinters?
No.
Just her legs are all
could.
scarred up.
You could throw a kick and really put a hurting.
Probably climb a wall with those toes, like a tree, like a bear. Just climb a tree like a bear.
Say, or at least lock in. He's like, I'm so done.
I mean, I just don't know how much farther we can take this.
Man, I love it.
You'd be surprised.
Oh, my face hurts.
See, the sooner you get the serum, the sooner you can put all this.
The
together.
misery ends.
Cheers to Beefwater for not showing us his
Cheers to
toes.
your everything.
I want to see
we're
those
at it.
toes so bad. Don't you want to see them?
Nobody
Laura?
does.
I want to see him. I'll do a collab with you on my Instagram. We'll make some money.
I'm not into collabs.
Feet and the fungus, just bop, 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 bop.
Let's see. Paige says toes are okay if only if there are bird ladies. Laura's toes only. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some people are waiting for the freckle foot to return one day.
Yeah.
All right, we are commercial free. Coming up here next, we actually have some Linkin Park tickets. We're gonna play our game called Finish That Lyric for some Linkin Park tickets. We're gonna play a Linkin Park song. We'll stop it, and all you have to do is finish those lyrics. So we need callers 10 and 11 right now. 866-445-1059. We'll play that in less than 10 minutes. We are commercial free on 105.9 The Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Da-da-da-dee-dee. Someone says, yo, what? It's Rob the Welder. What's Beefwater's email again? That's beefwater@1059thebrew.com?
Correct.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Tell him, send him an email, say, we want to see those toes. Hashtag show us them toes.
Yeah, he's trying to get those tickets.
Laura.
Yes.
Someone says Laura should start her own business and collaborate with Bubba Teeth and get mold done of those choppers. Would be a great Bubba Teeth addition.
How rude. You talking?
They're coming at your mouth.
Oh, they're saying that you have giant teeth.
You talking trash about my teeth?
You know that's an insecurity of hers.
And that's
You
why,
think I don't know I got big teeth? I have a
that's why
mirror.
they're doing it. Because they know that you're
Jeez,
self-conscious.
Louise. Well, you know what? Low blow. Do better.
Someone says, have you ever thought that Beefwater isn't showing you his toes to save you the internal torment of having seen them? It's very possible.
Exactly. We
But I
won't
mean-
have nightmares this weekend because he saved us.
But Tanner loves watching terrible things
I do.
on YouTube. And
I like watching, like these people have, I don't remember the conditions called, but they have to shave the skin off their feet because it just hardens up.
I call it
Yeah.
banana foot.
I love it. I love watching it.
It looks like peeling a banana.
And I am fascinated by those things. I don't want to touch it or anything like that. I want to see his toes. He's got a fungus. The toes are gnarly. I want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And I want him to get, and I don't just want to ridicule him. I only want him to show us
So he can get it
so we
better.
can get it fixed.
Because I'm sure there is a specialist here in the city that does this every day, fixing people.
And people who say it's annoying, I don't care. I find it interesting, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
I do not care.
It does
The
come
more
from
you
a
don't like
place-
it, the more I want to do it.
It comes from a place of love.
It does.
Okay.
He's trying to keep him pain-free.
It does.
Don't need him hobbling around here.
What if-
and it messes up the carpet when those things dig in.
Weird plot twist, though. What if he showed us his toes and they were immaculate?
Well, then he would have had to mystery treat them.
And he would have showed us already.
Yeah,
I
would
don't
have.
think
would
so. I
if
think he's
the
doing it
third
just
day
to-
you haze me about my feet and I have beautiful feet, I am throwing it on top of a monitor.
Yeah. I'm shutting you up real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
8645 says, hey guys, this is Kenny. Hey, Beefwater, we love you, man. I'm so glad you're not showing your toes. Those guys do not deserve it.
What do we got to do to earn it?
I'm blocking you, Kenny.
Yeah.
Your number's blocked.
Yeah, no more.
And I bet Kenny's feet looks like a hoof.
An old
couple
donkey's
couple
hoof.
of hooves.
That's right. All right.
They could be pretty. Who knows?
I mean, I don't know.
Hey, the sun's out, and Beefwater said his son loves to go to the pool and to swim, so he has to go with him.
He probably wears his weird water shoes.
I bet he wears aqua socks
With toes,
That's
for
a
sure.
good way to get punched in the back.
All right, it's time to play our fun game we like to call
Finish that lyric.
We got some Lincoln Park tickets on the line here for the show that's coming up at the Moda Center September 19th. We're going to play a Lincoln Park song, and at some point we'll stop it, and you just have to finish the lyrics. Let's go to Chris in Tigard. What's up, Chris?
How's it going, guys?
Chris, you want to see Beefwater's toes, right?
Yeah, I say you all get in on a pool. Maybe everybody put in a little bit of money, see how much you can get up to.
Yeah, and what if we donate the
money?
money to charity, like at a charity of his choice?
Ooh,
I like the idea.
Or a charity that does work on toes.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, the Organization for the Betterment of Fungal Foot.
All right.
I like it.
That's a good
We'll
idea.
float it by him. Anything to get the shoe off.
Thanks for the idea, Chris. All right, my friend, are you a Lincoln Park fan?
I am. I remember 2001. I was listening to 101 KFO, happened to be recording, and they played Crawling for the first time, and I freaking lose my mind.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember listening to those stations back in the day.
Core memory.
First time I heard Limp Bizkit was on UFO.
Ooh.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
Well, this could be an easy game for you. It could be a hard game. You know, you hear these songs, some of them been on the air for 20-something years, and you'd think you know the lyrics, but all of a sudden when you stop it and you're like, wait, I don't know the lyric. I just mumble through it when it's on the air.
We've seen some lockups.
Yeah. So I'm going to play a Lincoln Park song. At some point, I'll stop it, and you just have to finish the lyric. And if you know the lyric, try to do it, you know, like they would in the song.
Yeah, don't be tone deaf about it.
Lean
okay?
in, bro.
I can do that.
Channel your inner Chester or Mike.
Well, yeah.
Here we go. A new song from Linky Pinky. Listen closely for the lyrics.
somewhere I belong.
There you go.
I will never know. I'll find out. Do this on my own. I will never be. Okay, that's better.
That's pretty good. That's great.
That's it, my friend. We thought that one was kind of easy today.
But I mean, he kept going. Yeah, he knew even the hard parts.
He would have hit it all.
I didn't know. I just knew
I
the
thought you guys.
I just knew the
Yeah, I thought you guys would have thrown me like a curveball, maybe something from Reanimation or Minutes to Midnight or some Meteora.
Wow.
This is all hybrid theory.
He's a real
This
fan.
dude was ready for us.
That was Meteora.
That was Meteora. That one was.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that one was a Meteora. That's right.
All right.
Yep.
Well, let's
so
see.
a slight curveball, but yeah.
Since he's such a hardcore fan, let's do a bonus round. He's already got the tickets, but let's do a bonus round.
Let's do a hard one.
Paper cut?
All right, yeah.
Okay, well, yeah.
Cut it up.
All right, let's see if we can do it here.
Oh, that's hard.
Paranoia is all I got left.
But I know just what it feels like to have a voice in the back of my head. It's like the face that I hold inside. Wait till I close my eyes. Yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah, bro.
I wouldn't have thought you had so many bars.
Bars, son.
Dropping bars.
Yeah. Spitting bars.
Nice job.
Hang on, Chris. You got tickets to Lincoln Park for the show in September. We'll see you there. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I think you got another shot at tickets at 1059thebrew.com. We are going to find out what is actually what we're watching. We're going to find out what we're watching coming up next. Hang on.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Happy Friday. So excited for the weekend, man. It's going to be a hot weekend, 90-something degrees on Sunday, so make sure you hydrate. If you're working this weekend, especially if you're working outside, just be safe, man. You know, be safe, drink a lot of water.
The other thing about real hot days when they first show up, our thought is let's get in the river, right? And we got to be careful because
the water's cold still.
Exactly, and you can lock up. So get acclimated and don't think that because your body's warm, that water's going to be warm until another month.
With that said, though, get crunk at the river. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh, it sounds like an amazing time.
You know,
just
what
have a buddy system.
What I want to do this summer is go to Bend and float the river.
Mm-hmm. It's a great time, and they drive you up to the top. You know, they supply the inner tube, and all you got to do is make it to the end. And even if you get dumped a few times, it's all good.
A couple things I wanted to mention before we talk about what we're watching on TV or the movies we're watching this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
There is some stuff. You know, we did talk about Tom Cruise achieving a Guinness World Record for the most burning parachute jumps, right?
Yes, we did.
We talk about that. Did we talk about Dakota Johnson, the actress, who once sent a gallon of gorilla poop to the man who broke her friend's heart?
Wow, I did not hear about that. That's one way to get it done.
About being catty. Dakota Johnson, she was the star of, I think, 50 Shades of Grey. She was in that movie. She was in that really awful movie, Madam Web, that got ridiculed pretty hard.
Yes.
Dakota Johnson revealed she once mailed a gallon of gorilla poop to a man who hurt her friend. During a Vanity Fair lie detector test, she confirmed that the prank was, she explained the prank and that she used to have an online service to send unusual revenge packages. Or I guess she went to one of the sites.
Okay.
Laura just walked back in. Did you hear Dakota Johnson sent a gallon of gorilla poop to a man who broke her friend's heart?
No, but that's awesome.
Yeah,
Can we,
I didn't know that
before
was a
you
thing
do
you
it,
can do.
how gross is that it's a gallon? Not a pound, not 2 pounds, a gallon. A liquid.
Which means it's liquid.
A liquid measurement.
Yeah.
Here's Dakota Johnson talking about sending the gorilla poop.
Speaking of friendship, you once sent a man who broke your friend's heart a gallon of gorilla. Can you confirm or deny that this happened?
I mean, there's no way that he would watch this, so yes, I did do that. And it's been quite a while. It's been some years.
How would one order something like that, asking for a friend?
Senders.com. You can order any kind, any size.
Truthful.
Is that really a thing?
I mean, let's see.
She probably was able to get a pound or a gallon, and she hit him with a gallon.
And also, how come you guys didn't do that for me last time I got broken up with? I'm a little offended.
I didn't know this site exists, but it is a site, poopsenders.com. I just went to it, and the front page is the picture of an elephant's balloon knot, and it's pooping. It's mid-poop. That is the main photo.
They don't mince words over there.
Elephant.
You're here for one thing.
Poopsenders.com.
Sweet revenge at its finest.
Wow.
Imagine that. You're like, oh my God, I think I got something cool in the mail.
Oh, it says it's guaranteed anonymous.
Until you out
Package
yourself.
tracking emailed instantly. So, like, is there just like a warehouse of animal poop?
We're going to have to look into this. I mean,
wow, it's $18 for cow
always
dung.
fresh, always anonymous.
$19 for elephant crap. It's $20 for gorilla poop. And
So she went premium.
$45 for a combo pack.
Oh,
see, I think I'd like a little bit of elephant, a little bit of gorilla.
Definitely want to do the elephant.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get that combo pack.
It comes in
45.
quart and gallon sizes.
Yeah, you call that the swirl.
And you can also, with the combo pack, you can get a mega combo pack.
Man.
So what is it? How
And
much
that's
does this
$88.
cost?
That's $89.
$100.
I like to think they combine it like a soft serve machine.
Or it could be like
It's
like
beautiful in its whip.
like what is that ice that Napoleon ice cream?
Oh, Neapolitan.
Yeah, that's it. Napoleon.
Napoleon.
I knew it was something like that.
Just slightly more angry.
It's very angry ice cream.
God.
Short
I
angry.
like
little,
the
but
elephant
angry.
poop has like, wow.
Peanuts in it.
Yeah, like there's like hay, there's like grass
like,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Little.
It's hard to digest grass.
Now
Rock
accepting cash, no paper trail. Wow.
Do they accept Bitcoin?
I'm sure they do. You probably Venmo.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah, you just have to make it private.
That's pretty nice.
So anyway, Dakota Johnson.
I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Dakota Johnson once sent a gallon of gorilla poop to some dude, and yeah, you can do it through poopsenders.com.
Let us know next time you get broken up with. We'll get you in order. It's cheap.
Well, that would require me to have a boyfriend, so it might be a while.
Yeah, well, just take your time.
Well, knowing your track record, whenever it does happen, you will get
the
break up.
I will get dumped.
ensue.
Yeah, so might want to invest in stock in this company.
Hot gallon.
What are we watching, my friends? This weekend, I'm going to not catch up. I'm just going to polish off a bunch of episodes of Righteous Gemstones.
It's very likely that you finish it.
I won't finish it. I won't finish it, but I'll maybe finish season 3.
I'll only not finish it because I don't want to yet. You know,
Yeah.
like I want to
That's
have a
fair.
little bit more. I want something to look forward to when the week gets long next week.
I can't control myself. I'm going to power right through it. Now, I'll probably watch season 3 this weekend. The rest because I'm on episode 4, season 3 of Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah,
So I'll probably finish that. But I won't finish 4. I know there's only 4 seasons, so it is a bummer because once it's over, it's over. But Beefwater was telling me that once that's over, if I really like that show and want a little bit more, to watch Vice Principals because it's like basically the same cast.
That's the plan.
So yeah, I'll just do that.
Nice.
There's also a little side thing that's on the old Netflix. Do you guys remember the Tylenol murders? It's a cold case, real story of somebody was putting poison in Tylenol containers when we were younger.
Wow.
And this is in a time back during the 80s where it was hard to, no surveillance, none of that. Just people were getting poisoned at like Rite Aid or whatever at your local pharmacy. Well, this is a 3-episode special about the hunt for the person who did this, who was never found, and the list of suspects that remain today.
That's wild. Did anybody die?
I'm not sure exactly.
To think that somebody was poisoning people and they died, and like the guy's just for 30, 40 years running around doing his thing.
Well, it's titled The Tylenol Murders, so yeah, somebody died.
I guess people did die.
Multiple people die at some point.
That's crazy.
First
like
one's called Painkiller.
It feels like that would be easy enough to track. Right?
Well, you'd think, but in the 80s, it's
yeah.
The serial numbers and everything aren't as tracked the way they are now.
And so that's on Netflix?
Yeah.
All
3
right.
episodes whenever you're trying to not finish Gemstones.
Yeah. All right. I'm watching Gemstones. Drew's watching that documentary. Laura, what are you watching this weekend?
This weekend I was supposed to watch a movie with a friend. I think we're going to watch Let the Right One In, which is a scary movie. It came out, I think in like 2008 or something. I also want to go see, there's a scary movie out right now, and I can't, its name is evading me, but
sounds
that
amazing.
movie you want to watch, Let the Right One In's got a 98%.
Yeah, we'll stick with that.
No,
for sure.
yeah. Hold on, it's gonna bother me.
What, the other movie?
It's an A24.
Oh, take your time. We're not live.
It's called
Yeah.
Bring Her Back. Bring Her Back.
Well,
I
definitely
might go
watch
see
the
that
one with the
one, too.
98. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Definitely. That's tonight. So I'm excited for that. I've been on a real
Bring Her Back's got an 89%.
Both of those.
good.
Get some.
pretty good.
You can check out the trailers at 1059thebrew.com, but that's what we're watching, man. I can't wait to go home and watch more Righteous Gemstones. I love that show so much.
I'm going to go tan my cheeks first on the porch and then get in there.
Ah, yeah.
I'll burn. I'll burn.
Which
I'm so
cheeks
pale.
we talking?
You got to get those calves out there, bro. At least 20 minutes.
You need to.
Turning blue.
What are you guys
I am
accusing me of being pasty?
Last time I saw your legs, I was like, oh my
They're pretty bad.
Put sunglasses on.
They are pretty
They're on the
light.
way. They're going to be bronzed in no time, like a tater tot.
I look like milk is who I look like. I'm so
powder.
No, it's coming along. More of those hikes.
No, that movie it's called Milk.
Powder.
No, there's a movie called Milk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
guy.
but isn't milk?
I'm pretty sure that guy was pasty too, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Sure. He better be if he's in a movie called Milk.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Chocolate milk.
All right, Cord is coming in here next. We will see you tomorrow. What do we have to give away next week?
Offspring tickets?
That's right.
I think, is that correct?
Yeah, sure. All next week.
Yeah.
Tickets to see The Offspring. It's 1059 The Brew. Tanner, Drew.